Girl.
Okay, I'm starting. Hello. We are back. Yay. And we are ready for Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're going to be doing episode 15 and 16, right? We're going to merge the two together so we can get caught up because we missed last week. Okay.
Yeah, tie
What's
that
been
all in the
going on,
bow.
Miss Angela?
Girl, life is life and real hard. That's about it, girl. Yes.
It's life. Okay, now we got our poll up. Let us know what you are rating this week's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let us know what you think. We're going to tell our ratings at the end of our review. So let's just jump. Where we want to start? Let's jump into it. Where we want to start?
We'll start at 15 then.
Okay, what happened on there? Because
they're still in Scotland.
They were still in Scotland. Okay.
So it's the day of the games. We have the so they're doing the tug of war. They drug Kelly. What else they got going on there? I'm getting them mixed up.
Yeah, because I sure forgot all about 15.
Okay, let's just do the crux of it. First of all, what I was thinking about in this episode, ain't no way in the fuck I'd have let Angela off. When they got to that table, if I had been Shamea, I still would have been calling out Angela ass. I don't think I would have just popped off on Porsha. So when we go to the episode of the current one.
Oh, okay. That's where they came. They was at the club.
They went to the club. So when they get to the club, and I thought, okay, in this situation, I guess in the group, if Shamea was damned if she did or damned if she didn't go to the club or not, I think I'm telling you, Drew and Angela got on my nerves. And only thing I don't like about this group of ladies, I like the drama and everything, but it just seems like, okay, it's clear that Porsha is the head of that crew. And they asses, no, I'm just for real. They like little puppy dogs. They whatever, because if I'm at the club celebrating, and if Porsha got up and left, I'd be like, oh, I might go out and check on you, but I'm coming back in. What am I leaving for? I don't understand. I didn't understand that.
Listen, now that's season 15. Episode 15, and they have come out to at least say that the editing got it wrong, that's not the way it happened. However, let's just discuss what we did see, because you're right, we can't deduce that anything other than what we saw happen. The only reason why I roll my eyes that way is because more and more I keep thinking to myself that there is this power that has been given to Porsha that I don't see her commanding. I see it being just kind of thrown in her lap, you know.
But they all in her lap tired because they all in her fucking
lap. Hey, why is that her problem? You know,
her problem. But if we're all housewives, right, and they're all supposed to be like,
no, and I would agree. I agree with you. That's why I lean more to what they had to say after the fact. However, again, you can only judge what was shown to you. For the most part, we can think outside the box, you know, but that was what was shown. And it's just like, well, damn, you know what I mean? Like, y'all give this girl a lot of credit. And when I say y'all, I really mean that to be Shamea, because I think even in that moment, fine if it happened that way. I just really wish Shamea would.
I thought Angela was saying she stayed for the song. That's what I thought, but they left. I believe she probably
I
watched
think
it.
they all were saying that because the way that it showed out played out on camera, it appeared, and Shamea also fed into that idea, but it appeared that when Shamea came in, they were playing Drew's song. So Shamea comes in, and then K. Michelle says, to play Shamea's song. Well, in the midst of, I think two things were happening simultaneously, right? Porsha see her and she like, okay, I'm up out of here. Now, I don't blame Porsha for getting her
And
gathered.
leave immediately. Went to the other side.
So, you said she could have stayed and went to the other
No.
side.
I said Porsha went to the other side. And then Drew came over because when they showed it, you hear K. Michelle calling Porsha name to come and sing her song, and Portia's leaving. So I thought that Porsha left on her song.
No, Porsha left when she saw Shamea.
Yeah, she left that room, but she went over to the other side because Drew came over there and said, I was looking for you. Mm-hmm. And when K. Michelle calls Portia's name, Porsha is walking out the door.
Okay, so she was gonna play Porsha's song first, and then she turned to play Shamea's song.
Shamea song first.
Well, I don't remember her playing Shamea's song first. Yes, now I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that because
that's why I made that video and said no. I said Porsha left because she didn't want to sing her song. That's why I kind of was making fun of the song that Porsha didn't want to sing because she left when they edited or whatever. As she was calling her name, Porsha was leaving, and she did Shamea first. Then she called because it was K. Michelle.
Shamea wasn't. I don't know if that makes sense to me only because Shamea wasn't there.
She did. No.
It doesn't make sense to me. I get it, but it doesn't make sense to me that they would have played Shamea's song.
They did
while Shamea wasn't there.
No. They played first. K. Michelle serenaded her. Then they did Delulu. As she was singing Delulu, that's when Shamea was walking in. Then when she got done doing Delulu, K. Michelle called Shamea up. Shamea sang her song, and when Shamea's song part was over with, she asked for Porsha. Porsha was already starting to leave because she was already moved herself to another side of the building and sat down. Then she got up and left as she was calling her name because Drew went over to Porsha and was like, oh, I was looking for you. That was all still inside the building.
Okay. It was played out to make it seem like it was shown to make it seem like Porsha was leaving when she saw Shamea enter, like Shamea come into the circle.
Yeah,
and she started to get it. Either way, she's gathered her things, and even going to the other side, if you were gonna leave, I don't know.
She went over to the other side and sat down. Huh? She went over to the other side and sat down because it had like a reddish.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to. I'm saying that it was really made to seem like she left because Shamea came. And as far as what order of the songs and everything, I think we kind of digging into a little bit of some minutia that probably doesn't make sense to. She left the club because Shamea got there. I don't know if it had anything to do with the exact song that was being played. I
just was making fun of it, but she probably was waiting on a car to get there. So when they called her name, she was walking out the door, is what I'm saying. She didn't leave exactly like when Shamea was singing because she walked over to another room and then left the building. And I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, she might have been telling production. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like I know that little clip that you're talking about now. I get you. But yeah, I assume that's wherever the production was because, yeah, that's funny. I remember that from the real world. And of course, as we go on, we kind of start to see these walls get broken down more. But when somewhere, it's a team of people in another room somewhere, you know. And so so I think you're right that she went into that other room, and I just assumed as I was watching that play out, I just assumed that she was letting them know, like, okay, I'm out of here. Like, call me a car, because I think we heard her say that, call me a car. And she was leaving. So like I said, my point is that I just assumed that she was leaving because Shamea came, and so she just really didn't want to be in a position where we out, even though we kicking it and everybody having fun, but that was just 20 minutes ago, bitch. We didn't get there yet. Like, and not for nothing, I'm going to hold Shamea's feet to the fire where that's concerned, because yeah, girl, like, you should have known. Not to say that Shamea should not have went to the club, but when you got to the club, if you should have already been prepared for her to collect her things. Like, you really should have walked in there like, bitch, better collect her things, right? Like, because I'm here now, right? And you and you should have stayed. Like, I like that whole scene that we got towards the end, and however way that they did end up showing that the people left. And who was it? Shamea, Pinky, K. Michelle. And was it Cynthia or no? No, Cynthia. Okay. No.
And Kelly.
Oh, and Kelly. Right. Kelly. Can't forget Kelly. Okay, Kelly in that little pocket. Kelly. What was the little pocket? Polly Pocket, Kelly Pocket. Like, you don't remember the little doll?
Girl, I'm way older than you. What the hell? What are you talking about?
Polly Pocket, right? Kelly Pocket. But anyway, so therefore, and so I'm saying that scene, those are the scenes, in my opinion, that disappoint me when it comes to Shamea, because it's like, you knew that girl ain't fucking with you. You knew when you said it that it was over. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you even think you had the reason to say it. No matter what, as soon as it came out, and as soon as this was what it was, there ain't nothing else. So you've got to step into that and own that. And
then yeah. But see, my only thing, not with Shamea or whatever, was Drew and Angela out there talking. I'm like, so, because I guess they thought she should have came in a little bit more humbled or whatever. If I didn't already did this shit, I'm gonna come in and be just. I said what I said.
Well, I don't know how humble she was supposed to be. Yeah, no, I would agree with that. Like, I don't know how humble she was supposed to come in and be, like, because, yeah, girl, you just blew the table up. Like, so, like.
I said, okay.
And so, like, to Drew's point at the end of episode 16, when Shamea gets them all to her house at this Halloween party, and then you proceed to apologize, and Drew clocked it, right? Your apologies just don't fall because you're not saying them to the right people. Hello? What are you apologizing to them for? They had shit to do with what was going on at that table.
She's apologizing for how she made them feel. I don't like this. I said it.
But that's the thing with Shamea. She keep doing both ends. When she sat in K. Michelle, like that with K. Michelle, and finally somebody's producer must have got to K. Michelle, because in the last 2 episodes we really about to get her activated. But remember when I told y'all when we first started out, I said K. Michelle only works when she has an adversary. Now listen. Adversary doesn't always mean you got to be the one, like in conflict with a person. What it means is you only if you in the middle of some conflict.
So, but for what she did, okay, maybe gonna be something big next episode. But so far, she definitely got that seat by default.
It's certainly default.
But
I'm saying I feel like this past episode, for sure. I don't know why it took all of this time, but somebody had to get into her ear to say, like, girl, we need you to show up a little bit more. Because even when she started to talk about her and Shamea's friendship. Like, well, even when she had to say about Porsha, you know, what Porsha had to say about them possibly having that opportunity to mend their friendship. She's like, well, that's not what you said. Well, girl, when are you talking to these people? Because you do realize that you are on this show to cultivate a relationship in front of the camera, not behind it. You know what I mean? And that's okay if y'all do behind, but we need that to, you know, kind of show up on camera.
Yes.
And so I like, so to me, for her, like, but I feel like that's the only reason why she was comfortable pulling Shamea to the carpet is because now you have somebody who you are coming to correct. Why ain't we saying nothing else? Because how y'all get so friendly where you feel like you can call her to the carpet and correct her? Because that's exactly what she did. But I don't think now, and the way that I see it, it might. I know that I do like Porsha, but I don't see Porsha as being this puppet master. I see Shamea. In a nutshell, this is how I see what happened to Shamea. Shamea had conversations with people that was not a part of the cast, and maybe some people who had been a part of the cast over the course of years that she has been in this area, in this realm, right? I think that off camera and in private, she has a lot of people that agree with her. And so when it came time to present in public, when what she was hearing privately didn't show up publicly, I think she's kind of having a hard time with that, because to her that feels like she's wrong about something when everybody been telling her privately that she's right. And so I think so she is going down, and she's going down bad because she really won't own up. You know, like she won't own up to the fact that these are her feelings. Nobody else had anything to do with her breakup. Like, she felt these things and she didn't know how to express them.
I would agree with that somewhat, but I think that breakup happened a long time ago. And I don't know.
But it still stemmed back to Shamea, because all I'm saying is that you didn't inform the other party. You told everybody else. You talked to everybody else in a sense about it, right? You know what I mean? But you didn't tell that person. And so even though that person may have done things that warrant you to feel how you do and to make the decision that you made, because you didn't inform that person, that put you in the wrong.
But we don't know. When I was looking at those older videos when they were going back and forth, I think it was Shamea's luncheon or whatever.
Yeah.
Going back and forth, and her and Porsha was in the car. And they were, okay. And I was like, okay, they're going back and forth. She's telling, so evidently somewhere in between all of that.
Now, also remember that that's the season with Porsha coming back off of the Phaedra thing. Yes, okay, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, y'all was going back and forth here. You telling her how you felt. She, y'all having y'all conversation, because Porsha felt away because of the way Candy and Carmen was kind of
because Shamea decided it was the same. It's almost the same thing she did here. Shamea decided to kind of and I don't even want to use the word confront, because what I think what she had to do was she had to present the same way she had presented to Candy, right? So she had to do that in her presence. That's the reason why, like, talking behind people's backs don't work. because if you have that, like she had a conversation with Candy in which she felt the way. So when they got in the same room together, you had to present that same thing to that girl, because now this lady is sitting here who you just, gave her the business about woo woo. Not to mention these two at odds. So you're right. Porsha was upset with her because it looked like you was like calling me out in front of these people, and that's exactly what you was doing. That I got a problem with. Oh, you know what I mean? Like currently. Mm-hmm. So you calling me out, but you doing it in this wayward way.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, so they was going back and forth in the car, saying what they're saying to each other. So I'm like, so when did it get to the point where she's on mute about her feelings? Because to me, she was saying what she felt in that car.
I felt like it was even then she was on mute, because I don't think she was. I think she said, like I said, she had to say what she said because that's what she said to Candy, and now Candy is sitting there. But at the same time, even in that season, you saw her just kind of, in some way, she let it go. And so that's kind of what I mean when she does become a housewife. It was kind of like, well, because we still saw her. It wasn't like she disappeared for the next 6 years or whatever. We still saw her. She was there when they did the Bolo thing. She was there, like she was there for a lot, everything else after that. So that was a friendship that, because Shamea was not a housewife, we didn't get the full story about how they did get past that. Mm-hmm. But I do agree with you. Clearly, they didn't. But it's still up to Shamea, because you didn't tell her that. Like, she moving like y'all did. You the one moving like y'all did. And you the one talking to people like y'all didn't. That's what I've been saying the whole time.
Well, what I will say is, I'm tired of Shamea apologizing.
I'm tired of her. Well, for sure.
I'm like, girl, if you apologize one more damn time.
That's what it is. If it's gonna be that, then let it be. You know what I mean? Like, yes, and you got to, because that thing that you did, and I like when the debate comes up, like, well, because she said something first. You playing semantics, because she didn't give that detail that you just gave. And even when she told K. Michelle, she said, well, she said that my mother bought the daycare, and she didn't say what happened to lead up to that. So that was a very interesting statement to me, because what I thought to myself, I said, so are you trying to say that the mother bought it in retaliation? Like, I'm not, like, you see what I mean?
She wasn't keeping it. And evidently, Diane ain't doing too well because Porsha had to buy her house.
But here's my deal, too. Like what we said about the daycare situation. If you look, like, it's like a house. If you lose your house in foreclosure and I come and buy it, does that make me wrong?
No. I can't afford it.
It's in foreclosure, right? Right.
It's gone. So it is.
So that's what I mean. It was like on real talk, there was nothing necessarily very wrong that anybody did in that situation. Nobody went into detail about why that would have been wrong.
She just said it was egregious.
That's what I mean. But nobody understood why, and nobody even bothered with it. That's something that had fucking died. It was you sitting around, and the thing is, because you're trying to figure out where are all these people that felt the same way you did. That's what it is. You trying to figure it out. Well,
it's her friends, and her friends ain't on the show.
And that's why she needs to get her ass up off the show, because what are you doing, girl?
Girl, I think she still need to come on the show, but I would show all them bitches everything next year. I think she need to stand in it. She need to stand in it and be, and I don't want to be so likable.
In therapy so that she can navigate being on the show. No, she is not ready to be on this show. Girl, you have a special needs child, and you mean to tell me you're in therapy to navigate these girls? This is not the job for you.
She got money to blow.
The minute that she said that out her mouth, that was you. That's a pink slip.
Girl, she got money to blow, honey.
But you clearly, because that's what I mean. There's many other things you should and could be in therapy about. But navigating how to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta don't seem like that should be at the top of your list. And that's all. And that's what I mean. Like what? And the other thing that I thought about real quick, not to just run her down even more, poor baby. But and I know like most of Funky Dineva, Jason Lee, I feel like there's been a lot of influencers, celebrities that kind of have come out to say that they've been knowing Shamea for however long, and they just really didn't know that the lifestyle, whatever, that this is what it was. Mm-hmm. And so I thought that that's pretty interesting to me, because I know last season I kept questioning even the house, like when did they purchase the house? Because it seemed very odd that who we are looking at today is who you've been. And that's what I said I think last week or the week before, whenever we did our last one. It was like the life we see you live on Instagram doesn't really add up to this life that you are presenting on the Housewives, and it's causing a very bad disconnect with your audience, and your friend base kind of proves it by also saying they ain't know that you was that girl either.
No, Funky Dineva said he knew her.
Don't know that you that girl either.
No, Funky Dineva said he knew her socially, so he's seen her out and about and they talk. He was not her friend, because if you her friend, you're gonna be at her house. Because the friend Candy knew, and Porsha damn knew. So her close friends know. I mean, I wouldn't be a person that's going. First of all, if I'm driving around in a Bentley, I don't fucking got some money. Point blank, period.
Well, I would think that you do, but it's Atlanta. Yeah. I think that's the land.
I'm still, yeah. But
I think Atlanta is the real life Disneyland.
It might be a lot of leasing going on, but I don't think.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, you got to be able to afford it in some way, shape, or form. Now, I would agree with you on that.
So, I mean, and I would just imagine that she doesn't appear to be a flashy person. But
she is now. Do you understand? Like that's kind of I kind of follow you with that. And this is what I mean by
she's flashy now. I think because she's still
because that's the reason why I was questioning who is this girl. I think I remember saying that very specifically in her first season. Like, who the fuck is this girl? Like, who is this? And in her confessionals, it's still, who is this girl? Like, even though she's not doing anything different than the other housewives. Let me make that clear. I'm not trying to say that she's being any more extra than any of the other housewives. I understand. In the confessionals, they all have their, over the top glam things going on. However, when it comes to Shamea, and I'm not saying that she can't be, but what I am saying is that in addition to when she shows up in the elevated couture, items, she also is giving us a whole different personality to go along with that. Like, it's not you in this. That's kind of where Kelly is.
You need to watch
that. You get what I mean? That's the difference between her and Kelly. And and not for nothing, let me just go on and say this right here so it can forever be said. Okay. Shamea didn't do nothing but go find her another friend that was just like Porsha. It's Justin Kelly. See, like, Kelly got a little more shine than Shamea. And when I say she got a little more shine, it's just because she's just way more comfortable in where she is and what she gives.
Mm-hmm. Kelly said, I've been that girl.
That's I mean, and you can tell.
Watch the video. I mean, watch the interview because Carla said
Right, but and you can tell, right?
it was like, because I taught the girls this, and he said, "You did," and she got.
Well, I know I saw a clip about the stylist, and I think that was a nod to Drew, just because Drew is the one whose game has stepped up dramatically.
Oh, Paris is styling her too.
Oh, I don't know. Because I don't keep up with who's styling who. Like, so I have no idea. But I just was listening to the way that she was saying, basically, he's styling somebody else. And it sounded like she might have been talking about Drew. That was it.
I thought he was styling Porsha.
Oh.
I thought it was Porsha and Phaedra he was styling. I don't think Drew.
Well, now, and the only thing I'm gonna say about that when it comes to Kelly, if that's the road she was going down, you kind of you reaching, because what I'm saying in that is it's not, they didn't need him.
But I think he's styling them. Because I thought it was, I ain't thought it was Drew. I thought it was Kelly. I mean Porsha and Phaedra's. I thought that was his new people that he was styling. I don't think Drew can.
Well, maybe he used her to move on up, because all I'm saying is, like, it's not like they needed it in a sense. When I see their style, I don't see it as necessarily being elevated. Now, what I will say about Phaedra's style is it's been toned to a level that is where she should be.
Woman. I don't like it. And
I don't know. I like her hair.
I hated her hair at the final Scotland thing. I said, who is she trying to be? Lonnie Anderson? You probably only know what that is. But
no, I know who Lonnie Anderson is, the white lady.
Yeah, that's what she was getting.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think before, because so when I say I know, I should say I know of her. Right, yeah, because I'm about to say, because I'm trying to think in my head, like, why do I know? I'm trying to see who she's associated with, like, why I know who she is.
Reynolds, but she was on the show.
Okay, there you go. Right, like that's what I mean. Like, okay, who she associated with? Yeah, but yeah, no, I know the name and I know the look. But I'm just thinking it's like, I don't know. I like the bob. That's kind of
bob was cute, but I didn't like that outfit for her party. Mm-hmm. I thought it looked like a costume. It just I didn't like it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, Phaedra, what are you doing? All this big hair, and I didn't like the color. I didn't like nothing on it. I'm not even gonna lie. I said, damn. I thought she was gonna come out just putting all the ladies to shame, and I thought she was the worst looking one there.
Dang, at the own party, huh?
Yeah, because it made her look older.
Yeah.
She was giving 60. I'm not lying. 60 even. Wow. I was like, damn. Okay. She looked older than Cynthia. With that hair, right. I mean, it aged her a lot. The hair, the look, the dress, I didn't like. It's just like a costume. I said, damn, Phaedra.
Yeah, well, but that's the difference, in my opinion, when it comes to like Shamea and Kelly, and even as the presentations, and I do just feel like Shamea just got the same type of friend again, in a sense of Shamea probably should learn, not that, because learning how to walk in your own doesn't mean you don't have friends, but it does mean that you don't have to attach to your friend. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You don't have to be Ren and Stimpy, I guess. You can be your own self. And I want to see Shamea kind of do that. I feel like even with the Porsha thing, she just been attached to another person for so long. It's just really time, like, hello. And it seemed like that's what you, I don't know, sound like you fighting for, but now you over here, with Kelly, and Kelly just.
What's this mean? You said, put it in words. Well, Kelly is definitely outspoken. What I did like about the interview, I thought she was kind of funny too. But I like the fact that she don't just go along to get along. And it just seemed like, I'm telling you, when Cynthia came to the party, said she the glue, I said, what the fuck ever.
Well, look, that was like a dig to Shamea to me. Like,
yeah, but she still wasn't the
how
glue.
you gonna invite the people to come to your house and they all came and brought you little digs, honey? That when that damn horse showed up,
girl, Drew.
I
see that shit now because I was trying to figure out who butt was what.
and here's the thing with Shamea again with this like little cringe stuff.
Girl, I'm like, whose butt is that? I don't know.
Why? I mean, I guess I kind of follow, but yeah, why? Then, you bring them out for everybody to guess them. They didn't buff them out or nothing. They wasn't even made to be flattering. You just gonna get.
Girl, them booties looking tired. I was like, who booty is that? And then when the husband come over there, because I tell you one thing, I feel like this. Far as like, that's why I said it was an all cast event, because ain't no way in fuck I would have invited Angela to my motherfucking house. And I think Angela is very dangerous.
Angela is pushing it though. And then this past episode, I remember saying to myself, I said, I kind of gotta agree with Angela on this one, especially when, now listen, the Riddler, he came out and I just thought to myself, now I know damn well you ain't took nothing he's said at face value.
Especially he said it over a mic in front of an audience. Because she made it sound like, I took it as when she first mentioned it, like he said it to her or somebody, not to an audience. Then on top of that, the Hawks or the Falcons, at least them young dudes.
Right, that's what I mean. I'm with you, honey. Like, I am insulted. Like, this is who you talking about.
I'm like,
not just this who you talking about, but this who you talking about that I'm cheating on my rich ass husband with, like,
with your neighbor. Y'all live in a cul-de-sac. I live on an estate.
Yeah, if you don't get the hell out of here, I'm with you.
Girl,
yeah, I said to myself, I gotta say, I'm with Angela about this girl, honey. Now you just went too far with it.
Way too far. And I feel like as much as, because see, if I'd have been Shamea, I'd been a messy bitch. I would have brought Sheree motherfucking ass there. I would have had Sheree there, and I would have found the bitch that he cheated on her with and had her there too. Oh, because I would have. That's how messy I would have been. Because I just feel like,
that's what I was about to say. What Sheree had to do with it? But girl, Sheree
used
archives.
Sheree used to go with him.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, if you're going to come and try to fuck up my marriage by saying something is not even true, and then you took something that he said in front of an audience and brought it to us, the viewers, and to make like this lady just laying down.
Well, yeah, and you tried to twist the words. That's what I'm saying. Like real talk. Like he has a law firm called Crash for Cash or some shit like that. Like literally showed up in this Riddler like costume that actually didn't look like a costume. Like I think he could wear that on a regular fucking. Because
remember when we saw him, he was in the conference room when she first had her meeting.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm like, okay, so this man is someone she knows professionally. I don't know if they're friendly too, but this man is at her house with his wife. You still gonna try to argue these people down?
And I thought that was the most disrespectful though, because I'm just like, y'all do realize y'all sitting at this girl house? You know what I mean? Like, as guests.
She could have been in
Like
my house.
Shamea needs to get well, and I do hate to say for her to get off of there because, like I said, as far as the season overall, I'm not saying that it's been this bombshell because there's holes, but as far as like at least they've been able to get out a whole show, and I guess I just don't want to rock the boat. But I'm thinking about Shamea like really as a person. I just don't think this fits her. You know what I mean? I really don't.
Well,
I really don't.
If she gonna be if she needs therapy and everything, then hell no. But
Yeah,
Angela was who I have an axe to grind with on this episode 16. And I thought she made herself look stupid. People are twisting and turning themselves in a pretzel trying to make Angela right. I'm like, what the hell? And especially when
no. Angela is dead wrong. I don't like Angela. You went way like I am a person that is a literal person. But at the same time, we're not gonna play games. Now we're not gonna play games. You know that, man. But and again, like I said, even if you felt like you believed it, I would have preferred for you to not do that in that lady house while her husband is hosting a party that they done paid for you to come. Like, girl.
I said, and to tell his wife, this precedes you. Girl, I would have talked about.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I said, what?
Wait, because that's another thing that's a no-no for me. And I don't give a damn what it is you feel like you know. But how dare you think you go sit up in somebody's face and think you gonna tell them you know their spouse better than them?
I said, ain't this about a bitch? Girl, the way my husband would have came around there, if a bitch would have sit there and tried to tell me I fucked somebody else's husband and everybody here at the house, girl, I swear to God, Charles would have had to get out that car. Because
honey, I said she tried it, honey. She really did. And yeah, I was not here for that.
I didn't like it at all.
I wasn't here for that. I wasn't here for that.
And here, Drew, because Angela don't lie. She's not known for I'm like, bitch.
Now, yeah, Miss Drew. Now, like I said, she clocked in when she said about the, Shamea. Yeah. And yeah, Shamea really does need to just address Porsha. Like, it is uncomfortable. Like, you had no business divulging that way.
Yes.
Really, it wasn't even warranted. Nothing that was happening, unless we missed something, and maybe you need to be doing all you can to make sure you get that shit out. If it was something else that we need, but yeah,
where's the lost clips at? Where the lost clips?
But just to equate that to be your response to what she said on her Instagram, also for it to be a year later. Also, no, and you sitting around playing, like, for me, that's where I'm drawing the line with Shamea. This victim thing, you are not. And so I'm gonna need you to, this is the fight that just
stand in it, Shamea, stand in it.
Yeah, because I don't even want to say you started it. I mean, I kind of think you did, but you took the gloves off. Right, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So now you got to stand in that, and I'm gonna need you to do that. Took gloves off, put them big girl panties on, because it's time, right?
I'm like, why did she keep apologizing? I wouldn't apologize for shit, but I swear to God.
I think
I wouldn't apologize.
That's what I appreciate about K. Michelle having that conversation, because to her point, she's right. Why did you apologize? Because you meant to say it. Exactly. Even in your explanation, you keep explaining that you needed somebody to know that. Well, she said this, but she didn't say how it started.
Yeah.
Well, why would that be important? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you need it, and so you're not sorry because you And we could tell by the way it went down. You needed to get that shit off your chest.
Yeah, and I would never say I'm sorry. Bitch, I've been like, oh, that happened yesterday?
Well, it's an empty apology.
Yeah, I wasn't even wasting my breath. So
yeah, it's
also,
an empty apology.
So
Mm-hmm.
Also on episode 15, the whole what is that? Oh God, destiny swapping.
Oh yeah, so Porsha mentions destiny swap. Yeah, because she talks to Lauren about what takes place.
I like that Lauren didn't. I felt like Lauren was the one that had the mind of, okay, y'all both gonna throw bombs at each other. So, you know, whereas I think Porsha was ready to really to blow it up, and whereas Lauren had a cooler thought that no, you know, basically, and I like that she was trying to have her more calm, because I like the fact that Phaedra's dinner didn't get fucked up. They ended on a good note. They did the electric slide on out of there. So,
well, I think that was due to Porsha though, because I feel like if Porsha had addressed Shamea in any sort of way, the same way it happened at that dinner table. Like, we literally went through a whole season of them really not having any particular dialogue. And the moment that they did, that's what Shamea, came with. And so I'm saying, even though it didn't sound like Porsha was ready, but that's what I mean. Like, I think.
Well, Phaedra said she didn't want that going on in her.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm saying, I think because Porsha did not address her in any type of way directly about it or in any form, it didn't open the door for it to happen. So, it wasn't to Shamea's strength. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I'm gonna say they coexisted and electric slide or whatever on out, and Porsha presented Phaedra with the lady of somebody.
Right, I can't remember. Yeah,
whatever it was, and we found out that Phaedra said she only had 2 boyfriends or something since she divorced Apollo, and Cynthia was like, bullshit. What did you think about the tour at the graveyard?
You know what? I'm not a huge graveyard person, but I don't know. I think I'm a little strange in that way too.
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah. I do understand Phaedra in that sense of being interested and stuff like that. So it's just like it didn't bother me.
I thought it was pretty interesting to learn some of the different stuff about different people. What about the spa day? The spa day that wasn't.
That turned bad. Well, that did not happen. I mean, I think I thought that day went as well as it could. Like, for where it took place. Like, yeah, there was nothing else that really could happen. And going back to when they got down to dinner, that's what I mean. Like, I think the reason why that was able to go so smoothly is because Porsha did not address Shamea. She could have, I'm guessing, if she wanted to, but the fact that she didn't is what helped kept the peace. And so, again, I just think that with that being said, it's just really strange to me that a lot of commentary just goes to, talking about the girls being lapdogs, manipulated or whatever, under Porsha's spell, I guess, or what have you, as opposed to just looking at it for what it's worth. Like, Shamea just really keeps digging a hole.
I understand that, but it just seems like, but it does seem like if we're all partying And to leave, especially the birthday girl, to leave the party too. I mean, I just thought, okay, this is what they're supposed to be all turning up. I don't know how long they were there before Shamea got there too. So I would say that because like when we go back and look at Porsha's page, look like they were there a long time. It seemed like and it was nice to know it was a lot of blacks over there in Scotland. I was like, oh, okay. And, Cynthia said it was lit.
Right.
But it just seems to me the way it looks like follow the leader. That's what it looks like. It looks like, okay, Porsha's the popular girl and the rest of them are towing the line. That's what it just seems like. Whether she's saying it or not, it's just like these girls don't give to me, they're not.
But I feel like if what they have, if we have the way they feel, if their sentiment is that it leans more towards Porsha, why does that mean that they're following her?
Because they do everything she does.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely looked like Drew follower, because to me it looks like Drew's trying to actually take on her look. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
That's what it looked like.
It would be smart too. If you was going to take on anybody's look.
No, but I'm not going to take on anybody's look.
All I'm saying is I'm not mad at her. If that's who she wants, if that's who she uses as her inspiration, then go ahead. It could be Nene.
No, you just need to be Drew, goddamn it, Sador.
Well, she's trying to figure out who that is. That's why she's putting on Porsha's wigs.
Girl, fuck no. I mean, that's what, as far as like a person like me could never. I wouldn't. I'm going to be Angela. No matter if it's Beyonce over here and whoever else, I'm going to be me. And I don't want to be someone else. And it seems like, yes, Porsha's pretty. I'm not going to make myself look like her. I'm going to be the pretty me, not the try to go and get the thing to make myself. Because I thought, Drew looked nice in some of the pictures I saw. But I went at first glance, and I ain't had my glasses on, I thought it was Porsha. I said, what?
That's what, but let me tell you, she been looking like Porsha. I clocked Drew being a Porsha clone way back when she first got on her season 1. I clocked that way back then because she had started kind of doing some of the hair stuff then. So when she started putting the hair in, I'm like, oh, she's going to be a little Porsha Jr. Like, so I guess for me to see her today, I'm not surprised. And all I'm saying is the way that she came into the show. Listen, I don't necessarily think this is Destiny Swap, like where we started off, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a difference between somebody wanting to have something, not knowing how to get it. You come into contact with somebody who have it, and so you take in what they have, that's the way I see Drew. Now it's that Destiny Swap thing. Porsha is funny to me because I like the way she even called out the like when she said something like, oh, I'm gonna take that back. When she was saying something, she said that sound like a curse. And it was funny because just in my personal life, I had said something similar about, we talk about words being what they mean, you know what I mean? And, your power being in your tongue.
Yeah,
and so some things that you do say, you do kind of like, it sounds strange to use words like curse and words like, like Destiny Swap. Now, don't get me wrong, I do think she was pushing it. But I'm just saying, like, when you think about terms like that, it like, we think about them in these extreme ways, but not knowing that they do have like these small meanings. So if life and death is in the power of the tongue, then you most certainly have the authority to put curses on people by what you say, and so yeah, like you do need to watch what you're saying about people, because that is what it is. Whether you feel like you ain't got to practice witchery or none of that, you know what I mean? Like you really can just be a Christian, because that's what the belief is. You know what I mean? Um, the Destiny swap I thought was interesting, an interesting way to put it. But I kind of understood why she said it. I did. I understood it.
I feel like so she's going back to the whole situation of Shamea being on the show, right? When she's referring to this Destiny swap.
I think she is referring to everything as a whole.
Like what else?
Well, because what I mean is you can have things that happen throughout a friendship, right? And they just happen, right? You don't know anything until now you come back and then all of these things then fell apart. And now you go back and think about those things that happened and all of a sudden they have a different perspective on it, right? You know what I'm saying?
2020, okay.
Huh?
Just say hindsight being 2020.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's like, oh well. So I'm saying that to say where, let's say, being on the show. Because again, we're not gonna clearly, I don't think that Shamea has ever been good at presenting herself just the way that she is, or just the way that she mean, or just what, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying that to say is they both agree that there had been a conversation about her coming on. You know what I mean? I think the difference in what they disagree about is why she did not. And so the fact that once you get on this show and almost immediately, right? Here's the nothing else was able to dismantle this friendship except you getting in on this show. And when you get in on the show, because I said it already with Shamea, I do think that there's something she expected to gain from becoming this housewife, and she's not found that. It's not happening for her. I think that's why she's so pissed off, because somehow Porsha still continues to be elevated and elevated and elevated. And here she is, like fighting for her life every week, which if you had the discernment that you say you have.
That was Angela.
Well, when she returned it back, she returned it back to Angela because she kind of corrected Angela in the way that she said.
To me, it said discernment.
Right. But my point was she was calling herself correcting her, as to say, you don't even know what you're talking about. I do. So what I'm saying is, if you had the discern, however way she said it, if you wanted, that you said, then I think that you would be picking up on some of this. So I'm saying that to say I understand why Porsha would say that, because the chain of events does lead it for me to look at my ex-friend to say, like, damn, like I didn't know, like, even while we was having this conversation, I didn't know that that's what I was doing to you, right? Like, if I'm answering a question, and that's happened to me before with a friend. Like, I answered a question, they asked me something for a favor, I answered them honestly about the way that I could show up about that. I didn't think that we had any issue about it. It wasn't in their favor. But I didn't think there was anything. We had one small fallout about something very insignificant, and then that issue came back up. And so I'm saying, even in that moment with my real friend for that, it was like I was blindsided because I had no idea that you was feeling some type of way about the way I responded. And I wish you would have said something to me so we could have hashed it out. But you can't put that on this. You know what I mean? Like, because, yeah, you were supposed to tell me about that.
So
So
you
I
said
mean,
whatever, and she's like, so when y'all had to blow up, and then she went back and said, and another thing, this what you did back in 1998.
yeah. I mean, and listen, not to and like what fact like I not to like diminish anybody's feelings or anything, but I'm just saying you just have to take ownership for the fact that you did hold on to it and that it is nowhere for it to go because you held on to it. Like that still all falls with you. Cause that's gotta be a correction in how you move forward with the rest of your relationships.
Well, I do. I explode. I don't think I've never had a falling out with any of my friends. So I have not. I just haven't. Maybe because I don't. Like I said, if I like your post, we spoke. So I haven't had that situation. But I can understand if you piss me off, naturally I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. So friend or not. But I think in Shamea's case, definitely I don't know why she didn't say nothing to her because like I said, season 9 we'd have been through.
Or just been, I feel like it's not even about not saying anything. I think she just was not fully honest. I think she said something, but it wasn't all of what you wanted to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we just wouldn't have been friends long. I mean, we would have been acquaintances, like, hey, how you doing? Whatever. But I would have felt like this. I know where I stand with you. And, that's how I would have been like, I'm not going to, we can't deal because I don't trust you. Because I feel like the way I took it.
And see, that's the way I feel like Porsha is moving with her.
Yeah, but
I mean, again, that's an appropriate and almost expected response to somebody who is showing up to you, maybe also in a way that you new to. Like, this is a whole new person.
But she said it's unpredictable.
Right. This is a whole new person. I don't even know who I'm dealing with. So I'm not even finna, I'm not even finna do this with you.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who I'm dealing with. You already just said my mama wanted to sleep with your daddy. What else? Like, what else you holding and tucking up under that belt? Not because I'm scared about what you're going to say about me. I'm just saying, what else you holding on to for real? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, but Porsha took it to hell on the damn internet, so.
But it's dragging Shamea down. That's the thing with, like, girl, you don't see that everything is still taking you down.
Yeah, but one of the things
we don't run off the reunion crying. We ain't done, honey. We say we want to be done with her apologizing, but baby, please believe we got a couple more apologies left.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And I hate that she wants to be like the nice person. I mean, I think I'm kind of nice.
You know what's funny about wanting to be the nice person? Just be the nice person.
No, I ain't gonna say that. Wanting to be liked by everyone. That's what I will say.
Yeah, now, okay, because I'm about to say that because that's all you got to just be the nice person.
No, so
but I agree. If you didn't want to be liked by everybody, you wouldn't find yourself in this situation like this. Yeah,
because you're trying to bend to this person, conform to that person, and you can't be you. And I'm gonna have to be me. So the Oslo that you're gonna see is the little short girl that cuss a lot. I mean, if I'm not your cup of tea, I'm not your cup of tea. Then bye, and I'm gonna keep on moving. But I just feel like this whole, I don't know, this whole situation is just crazy. And the only reason why I say, because I just really, everybody gives Angela all these props. Because I liked Angela, I really did. But once she started the Falcons and the Hawks, I'm like, and it just seems like this season, her claim to fame was always being confrontational with someone. She's not being a fun person. I can do without Angela. I'm done. I feel like she's dangerous. When you can make up a whole situation like that, I don't know what else you're gonna say. So
yeah, I can see that. I think Angela kind of took a dark turn this season.
yeah, because
And
I
don't know if she's fighting for her life to keep her, keep her job and keep her.
everybody liked her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just thinking, if she would have been on those older with Nene and all of them, I don't think she could have hung. Nene was funny. Nene can be a bitch. Nene was all those things wrapped up because that was who Nene was. I just feel like Angela, she only going to give you, I'm going to read you down because she's quick with it. But if you only going to read me with some lies.
Well, I was about to say quick with it with shit you then stacked up on somebody though,
Yeah.
We're gonna see how if she come back next season, how she try to turn that around, because I do think that's a little bit stale.
It is.
Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't care for it, and I agree. I'm a person that likes Angela. I like her on the show, but I didn't really. I'm not with it. And again, as much flack as I give Shamea, it's not, for me, it's not, well, anybody can do whatever, because that's foul and fucked up. I don't know why you did that. I don't like that. Wasn't even worth it.
It wasn't. I mean, because you could have read her for other things or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, why is you coming after, especially when that's your Achilles heel. That's your thing that you can't stand. And this, as far as I can see, I don't know that Shamea said anything that was just crazy about her marriage.
No.
And I'm just like, where is this coming from? So I was just through. And this whole he say that she said that I said that this, I was like,
girl, I was like, at that very moment, I would have walked right out the scene. Because, baby, you done said too many he said, she said, who said what? No, get me the fuck up out of here. I was with Pinky on that one. Right?
I'm too drunk to follow along with this telephone game.
I've been right with Pinky, like, show me the exit.
Because I just thought that was I don't know, that was crazy. But what'd you think of their costumes? Because it turns to find out there was a costume contest and Pinky and her husband won.
Oh, and you know what? Funny enough, I didn't pay attention to what they really were. Pinky,
they were zombies.
Oh, okay. Like that's what I said. I don't know if I really grasp what they really were.
I thought it was Freddy Krueger, but but they were zombies because she said.
I mean, I don't know. Everybody was okay, I guess.
I liked Phaedra's.
Now what I liked about Phaedra is what Cynthia had to say. Talk about it was mixed with a little what did she say?
James Brown, because he the guy.
Well, I know about, but who was it at first?
Don Corleone and somebody like that.
Yeah, Don Corleone and James Brown.
Both Godfathers, honey.
I was like, yeah, that's true. I don't even think I paid that much attention, honestly.
I was looking at him.
That's funny. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
And then the
whole party was over for me when that man showed up with that horse.
And then the horse pooped out there, we find out in the next clip. And she would have had to clean that bullshit up.
For sure. Somebody would have, not me, and not nobody who worked for me, because how rude is that? Like, who, girl, you are not at your damn house. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm like, what kind of stunt? You said she a stunt queen. I'm like, what kind of
stunt queen? Because I don't even know where. Why? This man who was supposed to have went out on a date with you but didn't and left before y'all got there, he decided he gonna show up with a whole horse. And here's the other part. It wasn't even white at that, so I don't even understand this.
I didn't either.
If
I'm like, is that a
it
mule?
was a white horse, I might have been like, oh, he's supposed to be my shining. Now he's like, is that what's happening? But
girl, that was a donkey.
okay, that was a dud. Like whatever the hell happened, he was a runt.
Girl, I said that was Eddie Murphy and Shrek, girl.
Okay. That was Shrek. That's what I like. That was Shrek.
Donkey. I just didn't get the whole thing. And she's like, I'm so embarrassed.
I bet you are. I'm embarrassed for you. Because that is somebody else's house also. Like, how the fuck did he even know you was there?
And how did he get the address? And when you think about her being on FaceTime with Pooch Hall.
Yeah. Listen, I ain't mad for Drew getting her little scenes in where she can. But what I did think about it, listen, I said to myself, see, what she's showing y'all is the shit that Tyler Perry don't do. And that's the difference between some of the dialogue that you get. Like, you know? Because they just do one take shooting. So it's like, whatever you give me on this take is what it is. We don't do table reads and practicing so that we can have time to actually develop the character and actually evoke the emotions that we really want this to show. We just gonna have you do it right off the cuff.
But this
improv at its finest, okay? Because not only is the improv, we are filming this and it is packaged and ready to distribute on Friday.
But this is supposed to be a play she's doing.
Oh yeah, well, still
in circuits.
Yeah, still. Stay working, girl. Listen, I don't care if you're on Tubi or whoever is hiring. Just stay working.
Got to.
Yeah, right.
Got to, honey. And so she gave us a little information that her husband was seeking custody of the children. I'm like, she could have gave us what? Did they have a gag order? Is why she didn't let us know what was going on?
It seemed like it. I always just take the stance to assume that that's what's happening if the person is not already offering it up.
So
yeah, I just assume that that's what's happening.
So yeah, but yeah. So the episode to me, I gave it about a 5. If they were trying to close up all okay, once I seen the dropping of the the teaser for the reunion, I'm like, is this the last episode? Is this the season finale? Until it came on, I'm like, wait a minute. I thought K. Michelle and Drew supposed to get into it, so I was like, okay, it's supposed to be another episode. Right. But I don't know. This episode, just like they were just tying up a bunch of loose ends and trying to get us caught up. And
I'll tell you what, I'm just really ready for the reunion. Actually, I'm not really even like I said, this particular episode, it's a little bit strange to me for K. Michelle to all of a sudden be activated now. And then it's not strange that we're going to end off with her having some beef with Drew. You know what I mean? Because she started off with beef with Drew. And again, K. Michelle only is able to perform well when she has somebody to be has an opposing party. I should call it that as more so than an adversary, right? But she has to be on an opposing side. Because that's what I mean. That's why she was able to call Shamea to the carpet, because she knows that she's on the opposing side from her. And even though she handled her well, as far as a friend would, so I can appreciate that in that scene, because somebody does need to. A
real friend should tell you.
Yeah, I'm gonna give K. Michelle her props where they deserve to be given. somebody does need to pull her to the side and be able to, even ask her that question in that way. Like she said, well, tell me why. Why did you feel like you needed to say that to her? Like, because that's so low down and dirty, and you got to know it. And we're not gonna sit up here and play, you know what I mean? Like it's not. So I'm gonna need you to tell me why. Like, let me know.
And also, I was watching Rodney The Voice, and was listening to him, and he was talking about how they was eating him up on Twitter because he made the comment about talked about Porsha, when she bought her mom the house and sold the other house, and he goes, I didn't realize Porsha had a mortgage on the Duluth house. And he said because he was thinking because the cars she drives and all the jewelry and all the different things the girls have, and I guess that house was only supposed to be like $1 million. I just assumed she had already paid it off. And so I go, oh, so Miss Diane's house is paid for. It's a nice home. Congratulations to Miss Diane. And I'm like, so she must be retired or something must be. I thought it was a great move for Porsha to buy. Most people want to buy their parents a home.
Yeah.
And I thought that was great. I didn't I don't know. I ain't get the fact what I guess it seems like I know she invited Dennis there, but it just kind of seemed a little weird because the last thing we seen her kind of upset with him about that ring. So it seems like it should have been Sway or Mike there.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it should have been either one of them there. I guess maybe she just is, just honing in on them just having a, friendly co-parenting, relationship. I don't know. It made sense in a sense for me why he was. I mean, I guess because of her explanation. Just saying that she just wanted to include him. He cared about her too. I don't know. Or maybe the producers just had it, kind of like, well, let's just check back in without having that conversation again, right? Like.
So I thought that was a nice deal. Congratulations, Miss Diane.
Yes.
And it because people in the group were saying, why Shamea go buy her mama a house? I'm like, why would she? Look like her mother is doing well.
And she need her mother to be in the house with her child. So that's okay too. I think that sometimes we get, like, going back to some of the other shows we watch with that. I'm thinking about Tisha, but we just get so caught up in like the way certain things are presented to you, and that in order for you to be in this place, you have to do this. It's just like, no, I'm only assuming
mama got her own house.
Oh, because that's what I would say. I'm only assuming Shamea mama might stay in with her, but I was just saying if she didn't, you know what I mean? Like, maybe she don't need her to. Maybe her house is already paid for. You know what I mean? Maybe she don't mind staying where she at. Like, sometimes people just gotta manage your business.
Yeah, I thought it was a great move for Porsha. Because that's the ultimate goal. If your parents is not, super wealthy or whatever, to then help bring them along too. So but I only gave this episode about a 5. It just was kind of okay. It was just, I thought it was kind of all over the place. And then the whole where it looked like on this episode, K. Michelle was being the glue.
Well, she tried.
I mean, but instead of, it seemed like that would have been more of Cynthia's, position to kind of go around to each girl. So, that's it. That's all I got to say for it. I can't wait to get this season over with, to be honest, and see how this reunion look. But looking at, we got the sneak peeks. What did you think about those dresses?
You know, now I'm gonna give K Michelle. K Michelle look good in her outfit. I feel like from like you say, just that first look, I feel like she was probably a favorite of mine. Now, once we get to see what they put out, yeah, I'll see that. But I like K Michelle's out top. I thought K
I
Michelle.
wonder what was the color. Why they do those color schemes? It just seemed like
Yeah, the
it
emerald.
seemed
I
like too
think I
much
felt like
color.
maybe it was Scotland
They said
thing.
Scotland, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like the background. I got to go back and look at it, but like the background didn't go well with their dresses. I didn't like it. It just was too many colors for me. I said, "Oh, okay." I mean, but the only one I really complained about, and somebody act like they really loved it, I did not like from the sitting perspective. I did not like Kelly's look at all. And when you watch the interview of Kelly, I thought Kelly looked really nice. I said, why did she get her face made up like this for the reunion? Because to me, the reunion, her face looked, it just looked a lot of, I don't know. She looked real plastic to me. I didn't like it. I didn't like nothing about it. So, but maybe, I got a bad view. Maybe we could see the whole look together.
Right.
But I just, her look was to me the worst. I thought. And somebody else thought it was the perfect look. I said, oh, okay. Maybe So.
That's what I said. I'll wait till we get what they put out there for us to judge. But I do remember saying to myself, like, okay, K Michelle, like I did like how she kind of came on.
I can't
It
remember.
felt like she here I go, like you found your little housewife stitch or whatever,
Okay, so yeah. I said, so I can't wait to see the reunion and what the hell K Michelle's gonna give. Because please don't do this again. I'm not lying. Because it's because I know they were thinking, because I know they probably paid her pretty good to come over there, don't you think?
I would think so, but and
I don't think they got their money's worth.
No, they surely didn't.
But it is what it is. They said she got the most questions from the viewers, so that's why was in first chair. So, but yeah, that's all I got. Girl, I'm gonna take my butt on the bed.
Yes, y'all. It is time to wrap this up. I'm about to eat me a few tacos, and then I'm going to bed. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Like this video, subscribe to the channels. Also put your poll in. Let us know what you are rating this week's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. We have one more episode as the finale before we get ready to unpack the reunion. So we still got the Housewife Awards going on. Make sure you go over there and make your vote. And I think it's funny that when we picked them, we was in this place of I think it got it, like it kind of panned out to where it's supposed to be, So yeah, make sure y'all go ahead and do that so we can see who the winners are. And with that being said, we're gonna get up out of here.
Yes, bye-bye.
See you next time.
Yeah.